Hello everyone. I know it's been forever since I made my last video. I hope everyone is doing great. Reason being that it took so long for my video to be uploaded. Um, I haven't been eating as much as I usually do. It's been pretty hot for the past few weeks, and I've just kind of lost most of my appetite, and I just ran out of dinner ideas. So that's been going on for a couple weeks, but I do have a dinner idea that I do want to try today, and that is more authentic style Mexican tacos. This is not your Taco Bell taco. Throw that out in the garbage in a faraway galaxy. Come back to Earth and try these. So what you're going to need is a small corn tortilla, something that would fit in the palm of your hand, some shredded iceberg lettuce. You could use some diced white or yellow onion, some sour cream, some diced tomatoes, and I also mix some lime juice into my tomatoes just to balance out their sweetness with the acidity. And right here I have about a few handfuls of large raw peeled and deveined shrimp. It just makes it easier, saves time when you're cooking. And I season this with some garlic, cumin powder, and some salt and some lime juice. So Mexican cuisine uses a lot of citrus juices, but it's delicious nonetheless. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is right now I have my pan here on a medium-high heat, and what I'm trying to accomplish today is I'm trying to get a nice sear on my shrimp. I like my shrimp to have a nice snap to them, and I like to have a slightly crusty and out exterior. So I'm going to do that, and make sure that your shrimp is patted dry very well. If your shrimp are wet, they will not get a good sear. So I'm going to do a Hail Mary, and hopefully this turns out pretty good. So here's my first shrimp. You should hear a nice sizzle in the pan. And these do not take very long to make. Just drop those in. And I really wish I had a grill. I just don't grill a lot. But I would, if I did have to buy a grill, I would get maybe like a stovetop grill. And just one more. And I'm going to let these cook until they get a nice color on the outside, and I'm just going to check, and that's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to flip that to the other side. Like I said, these do not take long to cook. Some have seared up better than others. And since these were frozen, I know when I use frozen foods, they would tend to retain a lot more moisture than the fresh foods. So just be wary of that. What you could do is you could warm up your tortillas. I recommend putting them in a pan, lightly butter the pan if you want, and maybe warm them through for about a minute on each side on a low heat. You're not cooking them, you're just warming them through. Or you could just leave them out at room temperature. It's your choice. And they seem like they're done. As you want them to be fully cooked in the middle. If this could just zoom in. Here we go. Fully white in the middle. These should take no more than about 2 minutes per side. But if it's on a high heat like this, probably even less. Just be cautious. I am draining them out on a paper towel. Get that excess oil off. And then I'm going to put in my next batch. While that is cooking, I'm going to put my shrimp in an ice bath without the water. Okay, this batch seemed like it got a lot better searing on this. So we're just going to let this cook for about another minute. So my shrimp are beautifully cooked and they're sitting on some ice, and I'm just going to let them chill out for, no pun intended, I'm going to just let them chill out for about 2 minutes so they can cool down and not be rubbery. My shrimp are nice and chilled, and one last step, you could do this with a knife, but because my knife is dull, I'm just going to use some scissors. I'm going to give my shrimp just another drizzle of lime juice, another dose of garlic, and my salt. Alright, and I'm just going to chop them up with my knife and get them into some nice meaty bits. Doing it this way helps to spread out your shrimp, or if you're greedy like me, helps to resist your temptations. And sharpen your knives, people. This is so important. It's not just about, being extra dangerous. If you have a really sharp knife, you can cut through foods very easily. You'll have less room for making a mistake. Let's say if you're trying to cut through a tomato and you have to use your knife as a saw to cut it open, you're most likely to get injured. So sharpen your knives. You could also use some shredded chicken. If you have leftover rotisserie chicken, you can shred that up, put it in the taco. Just take your tortilla, rough side up, take some lettuce, like so. Some of the shrimp, some onion, sprinkle some on top, some tomato, and these are my own garden grown Cherokee purple tomatoes. If you love tomatoes, these are the tomatoes for you to eat. They're just absolutely delicious. This is your shrimp taco, and voila! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and complain. This is your unemployed chef, and always chase that yum.